I do think like the Democrats' vision is long because it has to be, because we want to actually do so many things in government. There's like policies that they want to do. It just takes a while to explain. How do you condense it in a way that can, to your point, be easily repeated? Because I think that to me, that's like one of the difficult parts about this is that like everybody taking this really big message and condensing it and hitting it over and over again. How do you condense all
The
I
these
thing is,
things?
oh,
part of
sorry. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Caitlin.
no, I was gonna say part of it is the messenger. Like
I agree.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
I know people have mixed feelings about them. Like looking at AOC and Jasmine Crockett, I love how they are communicating to people. They are being authentic. They're breaking things down. They are like translating it in a way where you don't have to watch the news every night to understand what they're saying. So like having AOC talk to a voter as opposed to Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer, like someone, a person of color, someone who is younger, someone who has not been like a career politician that people are like, oh, like you've already been in office and you haven't done anything for me. Like we need some freshness to the communication.
And I would also say, like, well, you don't have to condense it if you don't start 3 months before. Start telling the story now. So that when it is 3 months before the election, we're so familiar with the story, it feels like, oh, duh, this is what they're about. Oh, they already had this policy. She was talking about this back when Trump was already advocating. Because who did do who was the senator who had the rally, who was leading it? Because I also feel like when I saw that video, when I saw the protest happening, I was like, he looks like somebody positioning to run. And it's already planting the seeds, like being the leader, trying to, even though I don't think that the solution is to blame Elon Musk for all of this nonsense, but just seeing someone step outside and be that voice, that's how you already start planting the seeds. So when 3 months before and you're on the debate stage, you already are a familiar face because you were leading the charge long time ago. So
Henry, before we close out.
I'm standing on what I said. Um, I think that the Democratic Party messaging is there. They just don't have anyone to echo those messagings.
they
I
don't
think
have anyone to echo. I feel like they
not
have people
like
to
when you
echo.
look at higher leadership in the Democratic Party is not representative of
I would
like
agree.
that we're gonna receive that message from. Two, when we look at funding and being able to widespread that message with reliable sources or sources that we trust or depend on, like it becomes who's gonna fund this stuff. Which we need a big fish. So like for me, I definitely think the Democrats have the plan parts. The problem again goes back to the lack of community that's being acknowledged. What was it? Muslims for Trump or somebody for Trump changed their name because he went after Gaza. And to Kayla's point of like people not understanding that, oh shit, this is real life. It actually does affect me in real time. I'm not this outlier. Then like we're not gonna get anywhere. Black people, we understand this. Black people know, okay, like it can sound crazy, but my taxes are gonna go up. Look at them damn egg prices. I'm not gonna get hired nowhere. It's gonna just be harder. Police gonna be stopping, frisking. We know these things. So, like explaining that to other persons who have grown with the same like white entitlements, they have to get slapped in the face a couple times. They have to get knocked down a couple times and redefine how they think about community.
There's also an elephant in the room. I think, obviously, I think all of us are huge fans of AOC and Jasmine Crockett. They're very good at communicating to audiences who look like us. We are
They will
actually not
never
the
put
voting.
them to be the face of
No,
the party,
no,
though.
no. But what I'm saying is that, like, that to me, the best speakers are people who are not white. We are not the voting block problem. Someone white needs to communicate this, and I don't think there is any white politician who is capable of doing that on at least the
I
Dem
don't think they're
side.
not capable. Don't say not capable because
I don't.
they're very much more, they're capable of doing it. Now,
I can't.
will they
I
do
don't
it's
believe
this
that.
Gen Z guy that was fired up the other day. He's more than capable of doing it. Now, would he do it because it compromises his base or his own self-interest? Now, that's the question at hand, realistically. I think even in Senate, John Ossoff, he's a cool, liberal-looking white guy.
He
He's
doesn't speak.
capable of communicating the message. Now, is he
He
going to
doesn't
do
speak
that
though.
to
He doesn't do
compromise?
it.
That's
He
what I'm
doesn't do it
telling
though.
you. That's the question. I don't think it's about capability. The problem with a lot of elected officials is they're not doing it for the people. They're doing it for their own self good. Like, I don't want to say what I'm gonna say, but point, they do it for their own self good, bro. They're
Or
not in there
rather,
every
and
day
then
concerned about the people's lives because
I'm
they
gonna
have
push back.
a
I'm gonna push
lifestyle.
back very quickly because I know we're on the time limit. But I don't even think that they're doing it, not doing it for their own public good. I don't think they see the problem the same. I'm
I don't think
Which
that's
is
genuinely,
what
true
I
either,
which is
Noah.
what I said
yeah.
at the beginning.
I don't think they see. I don't think they see the problem.
You don't think
too.
white people are aware of what's going on and
No.
It's
fighting?
not about being aware. I think the
No.
point is some people don't think it is as a catastrophe because if you look at it, some of them think, well, there was some places that we did very well during the election. It could have been worse. They mentioned a election in the 1980s where the Democrats only had one state. So if you lived through that, you would look at this and say it's not that bad.
So who would say that though?
A
think a lot
lot
of
of the
people.
party. That's what
No,
I'm
no, no, no.
saying.
A black a Jasmine.
No, I'm not
It's not
talking.
about
I'm
that.
not
It's not
talking
about that.
about that. I'm talking about the party as a whole.
Well, that honestly, I told somebody this the other day, and then I'm done. Black, like realistically, like like black people need to find. We need to start our own political party. We control the dollar spend in America, bro. If we did that and had real, not this fake leadership, but real leadership, oh, we taking
We
over.
don't have time to talk
No, we're not
about.
doing it.
Yeah, we don't have time literally, and we don't have time to formulate another party. That's like some people who say during the election, "Oh, I'm gonna
Green
vote
party.
for the Green Party or whatever." Like, give me a break, please.